I've got a little surprise for you. Just a little flashback from 1988.
Yeah, that's it. It is a miracle that that guy made it here.
I know who I am.
When we are finished with you, you'll no longer be yourself.
I remember.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here today with Matt Damon, all-round legend, star of Jason Bourne. How are you going? Welcome back to Australia.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm great. I'm great. We had the big premiere last night, so I'm recovering this morning.
Now, you've been back to Australia a couple of times before. Have you picked up any sayings in your various visits here?
Well, I mean, you already said it. You know, how you going?
How you going?
How you going?
How you going?
Yeah.
What about your accent? Can you do it like a put a shrimp on Barbie for me?
Yeah, I've been. Let me see if I can. I've been working, trying to get my Chris Hemsworth. I need to work on it a little more, but I'll get there one day.
I think we'll give you an A.
It's a work
for
in
that.
progress.
Yeah. You're doing pretty good. Now it's been 9 years since the Bourne Ultimatum and 16 years since the original Bourne Identity. Is Jason Bourne? Is he kind of a part of you? How much of a part of you is he as a character?
Well, I mean, it's been a huge part of my career. Like a really big part of my life, of my adult life. Julia and I were talking about that. She said she's been in these movies her entire adult life. Yeah. She was so young in the first one, and I was like 29 on the first one. So, to span the end of my 20s and my 30s, and now halfway through my 40s, it's a big chunk of my career.
Yeah, and you spent a lot of time bulking up for the role, and I think we've talked about that before. How you did like protein diet, protein and veggies, grueling workouts. Now you do boxing in the film too. I really love some of those boxing scenes. Did you ever get any injuries, or were you just really well prepared?
No, all the working out got me. I felt a lot better than I normally do, and actually stopping, kind of coming off the movie and going on to another movie and not working out as much, all the aches and pains of being 45 started to come back. So there's definitely something to be said for maintaining a level of fitness.
Have you ever had an onset injury?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I threw my back out on the second Bourne film. I was about 33 years old, I think, and there's a fight scene. The fight scene with the rolled-up magazine and the toaster in the second movie. Chris O'Hara, my stunt guy, did a good bit of that because I literally couldn't move for a couple days. So,
goodness.
Yeah.
You must do a lot of your own stunts, like in this film too.
Yeah, the ones that I can do. I love doing stuff. Audiences are so sophisticated that they can tell when it's a stuntman a lot of the time. So we work really hard to try to make it as seamless as possible. But if anything's really difficult, it's not even about not wanting to. It's more about wanting it to look good, right? Mm. And the stunt guys are so good that I want it to look like Jason Bourne. I don't want it to look like me trying to get away with being Jason Bourne. So sometimes you let those guys step in.
You never have that moment. Like when I'm watching it, I never have that moment where I don't think it's actually you doing it. So
which is good.
Seamless,
yeah, they're really good at it. Yeah, they're really good at it.
Now, we mentioned Chris Hemsworth, one of our most famous Aussie exports a bit earlier. Now, obviously, he's also someone who bulks up a lot. He plays Thor, and there's a lot of do you think there's a lot of pressure on Hollywood stars and male stars to be able to look this buff kind of ideal for film?
I think it depends. In Chris's case, he's playing a god. You know what I mean? So it's like he doesn't really have a choice.
He has no way out.
He's got no way out. I think it just depends on the role that you're playing. If you take the part of a superhero, when Ben took Batman, he went, all right, I'm staring down, 9 months of the hardest working out I've ever done in my life, and he put on 30 pounds of muscle, but that's kind of part of the deal. If you take the part of Jason Bourne, people have to believe that you can do some of this stuff. So, but for most of the roles I take, I don't have to do anything. I like that too.
Now, I've got a little surprise for you. Just a little flashback from 1988.
Oh my
It's
God.
your high school, Cambridge Rindge and Latin School in Massachusetts.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
What do you think seeing this photo, this little flashback?
It is a miracle that guy made it here.
That hair is pretty. That's something.
That's full on. In fact, I think in Behind the Candelabra we had a wig with that hairdo. We called it the Flock of Seagulls. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at the puka shells. Ben and I used to wear those puka shells. This is when we see. I thought I was very
puka
cool.
shell?
These necklaces, the little
these
puka
necklaces?
beads.
Oh, my
So
goodness.
Ben and I had those
Yeah.
little puka bead necklaces and leather jackets. I mean, my God.
Well, you're still wickedly cool today. And it's been lovely
I'm
chatting
about
with
I'm
you.
about that cool today too. So there you go.
There you go. Thanks so much.
Thanks, man. Cheers.
You're never gonna find any peace. Not till you admit to yourself who you really are.